Hang on, hang on. Okay, okay, wow. So much. Okay. Welcome back and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. Now, it's been a long while since I've looked at any Babymetal, and there's actually a good reason for that. I used to have tons of issues with copyright, videos blocked, taken down, and it's quite a hassle. I put a lot of work into these. I want you guys to see them, but I thought it's worthwhile giving it another go. I hope I don't have to do too much kind of blocking out video and that kind of thing, but I want you to see it, so I'm going to do what I need to. I'm not going to be a purist about this. Another reason, unrelated, that I haven't gotten back to them as quickly as I probably should have, is I had quite a few, let's say, intense interactions with Babymetal fans. I'm very aware that these are isolated individual experiences and in no way representative of the community and the fan base. But they were intense. So much so that I had to like screenshot some of them because I didn't think people would believe it. But that's not a good enough reason to stay away. My main reason is around the copyrights and that kind of thing, but I do love them. I remember having such like great experiences listening to their music for the first time and doing some reactions, so I want that again. And I know that they've just dropped a new track, which is called Divine Attack, and it's just a visualizer, no video yet, but I'm here for the music, so that's exciting for me. Can't wait to get stuck in. Without further ado, Babymetal, Divine Attack, official visualizer. Let's see what you got. Hang on. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. It's not such a long song, so I want to kind of take this all in, enjoy it. And I know people get frustrated sometimes when I'm stopping on the build up to something great, so I want to let it play through again. Very interesting start. It started out heavy, a lot of atmosphere. That distortion is very aggressive to me. It's got like an edge to it. You talk about distortions, drives, fuzzes, and sometimes you talk about them sounding sweet, and sometimes you talk about them being much more edgy. This is very aggressive. I need to hear more to kind of figure out what's going on there. But there's a lot of layers, even in the beginning there. There's that strong kind of chord presence, but then there's that lead work behind, quite simple, ringing out and changing. I thought it was going to break into something heavier, but it didn't. It went into something very different. So you had that electronic kind of programmed drum sound, very rushed snare hits. I need to listen to the count again, but it felt like it was before where your body wants the snare to be, which is nice because it creates an energy and urgency. But the thing that I picked up the most there in that softer piece is the panning. Listen to the panning. When you record something, they try and kind of, you know, it's an effort to replicate what you see on stage. If there's a guitarist standing to the left, you want to hear more of his guitar coming from that side. And they can play around with that. In production, that's evolved obviously massively. And I like what they're doing there. There's kind of this, if I'm getting it right, it's like this alternate picking that I'm hearing towards the left, I think. And again, you'll only hear this if you have headphones on, unless you're superhuman. And then on the right, you've got a lot more of kind of the melody on top of that lead work. Cool, man. Love it. hang on. Okay, wow. So much. Okay, one thing I love, and it is massively underutilized. Look at me, man. Music is a wonderful thing. Okay, so one thing I'm obsessed with is pre-choruses. I love them. When they're done right, they can add such an emphasis, an unexpected turn. They can create the foreshadowing of a chorus that, you know, it just gives it, to me, like this lift, this presence. And there was a good one, a lot of rolls in there. It feels like in the beginning and then in that pre-chorus, there was like a lot of build-up. But then they took us down with the verse and then finally into that chorus piece, which was awesome. A lot of vocal layer in there. A lot. Quite tightly packed. What I mean by that is sometimes a vocalist will do multiple takes. And they're true multiple takes, right? So they sound like they're layered quite tightly, but they aren't. The waves are slightly off because human being. This sounds very tightly packed, but I don't hear necessarily like a phasing issue. I love the aggression of the guitar. It got even more intense there. When I hear a song go up and down, so up in the beginning, dip into the verse, up in the pre-chorus, that's why I'm often wrong with these things. If you watch the channel in any capacity, you'll know that I get a lot of this wrong. I'm trying to kind of orchestrate with my hands and express what I'm thinking, making predictions. I love that. That's my favorite part of this. Happened to get it right this time. Haters are going to say what haters are going to say. Couldn't care. I'm over that, you know? Think what you want. Brilliant for them to, I expected it to kind of go up and I thought, okay, hang on a second. They're going to dip us again, potentially. And they did. And I love that because it breaks into the chorus again. Just a slight dip in energy levels. Your heart rate doesn't know quite where to be. You don't know where the beat's going to come in. And then into a power chorus. I can hear some lead off here. I don't know if it's like a bit of a post-chorus piece or if it's just some more like replication of that melodic idea from earlier. We're going to hear it again. Love it. Hang on. Wait, whoa. What is going on? I thought it was going to go down to the verse again. I thought that's the perfect place to do that. First of all, I need to comment on this because I wanted to say it earlier and I forgot. That's why I go back. I always go back about 10 seconds just so that I can listen to it flow in as best it should, as the song intends. I never encourage people to watch me do this as a first time listen to a song. That's my first time listen. Go listen to it first. Come back and listen to it with me. You'll be far less frustrated, I promise. If you're not, I don't know, man. Go watch something else. This is very cool. The drum work there, some of that quick hi-hat work onto the snare, sounds like Prodigy. It reminds me of them. A lot of that quick kind of, I don't say drum and bass necessarily because I'm not too familiar with it, but from what I've heard, that electronic influence in it. Really cool, really smart. And now we're going back into what I guess sounded like possibly the pre-chorus. I'm like, where's the second verse, right? So rules do not apply here. Get in! Wow. Strings are powerful in this one. Hang on. I know we're going to break into something there. I need you to hear this. I've gone back 10 again. That should do the trick. That drum effect you're hearing, it's like take your voice, right? So it's an EQ and everything's EQ'd a bit more to the mid. When I say mid, I mean the lows and the highs are isolated and removed a little. So it's like if you talk and 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 you talk, it comes into this tubing right over here. There's a slight echo to it, and it doesn't have any real tonal value. And it's not quite the same as what they're doing there, but that's what that is. Listen to as that beat, that drum piece, that can't tell you if that's like actual drumming there, if it's programmed in that bit, but listen to that start to expand and expand and just get the full tonal EQ of it. Love it.
The time has come, stand up 進めがいた明日へ Time to go your way 切り開け道この手で 進め
Wait, what did that say? The other one. Oh? Okay. Well, I don't think there's going to be anyone that's done that yet. No! Ryan's done it. Ryan, don't sue me. Let's get that handsome face up there. There he is. Make it a bit smaller. Ryan is a great dude, great reactor. If you're looking to expand your reaction community, he's a great place to go. Part of the Gaijin guys. And yeah, I encourage you to go give his a listen. I haven't yet. I will do so. I'll put a link to his video in the description of mine. But what a song, man. How fantastic is that? That is really, really cool. A lot of like nostalgic elements, because from what I remember of them, it's always been energy, pace, no matter if they were having a bit of fun with a particular part, if they were trying to bring down that energy. But the overall feel of the songs, the overall feel of this group is just pace. I know that they've got some incredibly, incredibly talented musicians behind them, but I like that they showed their talents in the urgency of the song, but not necessarily in the technicality of it. Now, I'm not saying any of that stuff is particularly easy to play. I'm just telling you that the show-offness was not something that took a primary function over the melody and the song, over the energy and the pulse of it. I think that's really good. This is a really nice one for me to come back to, and it gets me excited. I know there's a ton of music in their catalog that I need to look at, and as I mentioned, I have some issues with copyrights with them, but I'll do what I can. If I can get this one out, if you're watching it right now, it means that I succeeded in some way, albeit possibly compromising parts of it. I hate it. I want you to see it the way they intended. I want you to see and hear the song the way they intended, with my commentary, of course, in the middle. But yeah, let's hope we can get it live, and I'm not just talking to myself right now. But that was fantastic, and if this does go live and you are watching this, then I will focus on doing more. I'll look into those, and I'll every now and then I will definitely commit to doing more of their music, because I enjoy it. I just love it. I enjoy it. It's not something... And I mean, this is probably as honest as I can be with it. It's not something that sits at like the top of my radar of like one of my best bands, but it's pretty high up there. Just the talent, how different it is, the way that they approach, I guess, the metal genre, the way that they have in the past, pretty cool. And cool video as well. I know it says it's just a visualizer, but there was some cool bits in there, a lot of graphics, a lot of nice elements of that, some kind of photography of theirs interlaced there with some of that like visual fuzz and distortion. I thought that was very cool. Kept me busy, kept my attention, and Absolutely loved it. Loved the vocal layering. I like what the guitar's doing. There's kind of that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's that up and down strumming or that alternate picking, whether it be a quarter note, whether it be an 8th, 16th. It kind of is just sitting on that very melodic but intentional up and down movement. So it's like a comfortability that you can rest your melody, your heart rhythm in, while everything else slightly changes. I like it. Big fan of that. Glad I got to do it so soon. It will be coming out hopefully as soon as I can after this recording. I like when I see something that's just dropped and I get my hands in it, I like to get it out to you guys as soon as possible. But thank you so much to all the Babymetal fans who are really kind, which is pretty much all of them, and supportive. This one is especially for you guys, and of course for myself. I'm a bit selfish that way with these, but I really did enjoy it. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for being kind. To the ones that weren't so kind, I encourage you to just reevaluate how you interact with people who are providing free content. We go to a lot of trouble, I do, to put these together, and I guess the bare minimum I expect in return is just a little bit of patience and respect. I don't think that's too much to ask for. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.